doing today?
Okay.
Yeah, did you make it in all right?
Yeah, it's super cold outside, a little icy, but I got in.
You made it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. Are you comfortable in your chair?
I am. Thanks.
Great. Sounds good. Well, my name is Taylor, and I'm going to be your therapist today.
Okay.
Have you been to therapy before?
I have. It's been
Awesome.
a while, but yeah. I
Yeah,
have.
great. Sounds good. So you're kind of familiar with the basics, but I'm going to go over confidentiality with you.
Okay.
So in Minnesota, we have to abide by HIPAA,
Okay.
which means that all your personal information, including like what you discuss with me in session, will remain confidential.
Okay.
There are some limits to this confidentiality. One being that I'm a mandated reporter. So if you disclose any information regarding abuse or neglect towards minors or vulnerable adults, I have to alert the authorities, being like the county
Okay.
of that. And then I also have a duty to warn. So if you, I have a legal obligation to alert authorities or any named individuals if you threaten to hurt yourself or others. That way I can keep everyone safe, and it's for protection.
I understand.
Yeah, awesome. Well, let's get started. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Well,
as in.
How old are you?
I am 45.
You're 45.
Yes.
All right. What's your ethnicity?
I'm white,
Yeah.
Caucasian.
Do you know like where your family's from at all, origin-wise?
I think I know I'm German
Okay.
and Irish.
Okay.
Anything else other than that, I don't
Sure.
know.
Sure. How would you define your social status?
I think it's pretty good. I like to spend time with friends.
Okay.
Probably
Your
at least
social
once a week we get together with some kind of friends and do something. So yeah,
Awesome.
pretty social.
Cool. What about like your social class? Like, would you say you're upper class, middle class, lower
Middle
class?
class.
Middle class.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is that like the same as when you were growing up, or was there?
No, I don't think so.
How did you grow up?
I don't really. I think we grew up just, or I grew up, I should say. Probably lower class, but I really didn't pay too much attention to,
Sure.
as far as all that stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, totally, totally. Do you have any spiritual or religious beliefs?
I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't currently go to or belong to a church right now, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I.
Okay, so would you consider yourself a Christian
Yeah.
then? Okay. All right. What about any like community groups that you're a member of?
Not really doing anything like that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Life is kind of busy for me right now, so.
Yeah. That's what I get it.
I'd like to, but I just don't have the time right now, so.
I totally understand. There's been times where I've also felt like I wanted to be part of the community, but
Yeah.
other obligations like school and work and
Sure.
what do you do for a living?
I work in food service.
Okay, cool. Do you like it?
For the most part, it's busy work, so it kind of goes by really fast.
Nice.
So keeps you moving.
Okay, sounds good. What's your level of education?
Some college.
Okay.
I don't have any kind of degree in college, but I did take a few classes.
Can I ask like maybe why you didn't finish school?
I really don't like it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't like I don't have the commitment to further myself with education as far as like a particular, degree, whatever. I like the fact of just training in specific, like say trade or like what I'm doing now. I have to continually take classes like every year to keep up a certain status of certification, I guess.
Okay.
And I don't mind doing that because it's kind of interesting. But as far as a degree goes, I just didn't have the drive for that.
Sure. So you're feeling like you are learning and you have opportunity to like grow through your position.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily need to like seek out a degree to fulfill that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. I guess. What is your relationship or family status?
I'm married and I have 2 children. Right now, I'm an empty nester. I guess I could say, because my kids are in their 20s.
Yeah.
But and my marriage is good.
Good.
So
Yeah, so you say that your kids moved out.
right.
Is that
Empty nester, yeah.
yeah, an empty
That would be-
nester. So are you handling that transition okay, or
Yeah. I think a lot of my focus now is on other things. I mean, some of the kids, of course, you always worry about your kids,
Mhm.
hoping they're okay and stuff like that. But I have a mom that has dementia, and it's just kind of, taken a lot of my energy into that, into making sure that she's well cared for.
yeah. So since you say that you're putting a lot of your energy into caring for your mom,
Yeah.
how do you feel about like your ability to balance like work and life and friends?
It's stressful, especially this year. I feel like just a lot of it is a big weight on my shoulders right now, just to make sure I have everything, financially okay, to keep her in a good place. Because there's a lot of, bad places that you can put your parents where they, you find that they're not getting the care that you would want them to get, and then you kind of got to start over again and research and find good places for them to go. And I think I've achieved it, but there's always that question. There's always something that comes up new
Yeah,
that you got to worry about.
sure. Well, it sounds like you really care about your mom and like want to make sure that she's in a place that she's well taken care of.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess, do you have any questions for me as your therapist?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know that there's an age difference between us.
Yeah.
You said you're 45, I'm 25.
Right.
So do you have any issues with that?
I don't think so. I've always felt like, just because of, I've gotten along good with my kids, and
Okay.
I work with kids every day. Not
Yeah,
say you're
yeah.
a kid, but the younger groups.
Sure.
I think I can
Great.
adapt to that. Okay.
Excellent. Excellent. So you feel comfortable
Yes.
communicating with
Yes,
me.
I
That's
do.
great. Awesome. Well, I guess what has brought you to therapy today?
Just to kind of get a little bit of, hopefully get some balance and self, I don't know, self help as far as like how to balance all the
Okay.
stress that I'm having
Sure.
currently, I guess.
Yeah, so you told me a lot is weighing on your shoulders because you're caring for your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what do you think are some ways to help you with this? Like, what could I do to help you?
Maybe just help me figure out how to put some self time in. Just kind of like give me some advice on like how to start, just to kind of do a few things for myself. Because I wake up in the morning and I just like the first thing that comes to my mind is like, what can I do? What's my next thing that I gotta do on the list for like say mom and job and make sure things are okay with the kids, and just a lot of just other people care instead of myself. So
Okay. All right. So I guess maybe the first thing I would like to ask you are like, what are some of the things that you do to care for yourself? If you had time,
yeah,
if you had the time to
Well,
take care of yourself, what would
I
you
think exercise would be a big deal.
do? Okay.
Just to maybe even start some goals for just getting, just a couple times a week, even if I could just go for myself to exercise, or just have something that isn't involving, all the other stuff that I'm worried about.
Sure.
Just me time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So exercising is one option,
Mm-hmm.
but what if you don't have the time to make it to the gym? Is there anything at home that you could do for like maybe 5 minutes?
Reading or
Reading.
maybe start a craft. I don't know.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Just,
do you
just
like-
something that keeps me focused on just something for me. I
Okay.
guess would be great.
Yeah, that
So.
sounds good. Well, as your therapist, I like to start with like small goals. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
assign you with a bunch of things that you need to do
Sure.
to try and
Yeah.
learn how to care for yourself. So I think maybe twice a week
Mm-hmm.
you could try and make time for exercise.
Sure.
And if not exercise, maybe spend at least 5 minutes reading a book at home
Mm-hmm.
and like practice maybe taking some deep breaths and being present in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And does that sound like something you could maybe do at home?
Yeah, I could start something like that, sure.
Yeah? Do you think that would be helpful?
I think so. I'd like to try it to see if it
Okay.
would be helpful anyways.
Sure. Awesome. Well, let's maybe start there, and I'll see you again next week, and we can talk about maybe if it doesn't work for you, we can come up with different things, or we can, try and progress from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, it was so nice meeting with you.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you again next week.
All right. Sounds great.